Hello and welcome on JNT Creator YouTube channel. Today I will show you how you can create the BDD framework from scratch. But first let's talk a little bit about the frameworks overall. So in software testing, a framework refers to a set of guidelines, conventions and rules used to structurize and organize the testing process. So it provides a systematic approach to test various aspects of the software application and helps in efficient test planning, design and execution. So there are different types of testing frameworks, such as linear scripting frameworks, where tests are executed in a sequential manner, data-driven testing frameworks, where tests are driven by external data source, allowing for variations in test input when we have the file outside and we just read the all the information from this file, right? It could be like a comma separated value, like Excel file, different type of files. Like a keyword driven testing frameworks where tests are written using a set of keywords, making them more readable and modular. And behavioral driven development, BDD frameworks, where tests are written in neutral language like English, and they are often used to facilitate communication between technical and non-technical team members. So when in the team we have developers, testers, business team and client, right? So everyone can read and understand the process of the development of this framework, right? of its execution. So let's jump right in and let's start creating new BD framework from scratch. Okay, so I am in my IntelliJ IDEA, so I need to click File, New Project, right? So a couple things I want to mention right away. So it's gonna be the Selenium BDD framework, and I will use the JUnit here, right? So as a programming language, I will use Java, and as the build system is going to be Maven, right? So in my new project window, I don't need to click like Maven archetype. It's supposed to be a new project here. As a name, I can give Cucumber JUnit BDD framework. Yeah, looks like I already have this location, so let me make it this number 2, right? Okay, so location is supposed to be idea project, and I have an option here to create a Git repository. It is optional, so by clicking that, it will automatically create the Git repository, but you can always do it later from the version control system from here. So let's leave it empty for now. As a language, I will use Java, like I said, and as a build system is gonna be Maven. So JDK 11, add sample code. It's basically up to you. You can click or unclick it. Doesn't matter. And then you just hit create. Let it be this window. Alright, so as soon as we clicked add sample code, we have basically the main class, which is a sample code here, right? We have this folder structure, which is main java org example, and we have a class main right here. But we're not gonna use that because we will work in tests, right? Because we're creating this framework for testing purposes. So we can close this main.java class. And let's first thing first, we can just delete it right away. So on main, hit right click, and we just need to delete this folder structure from main. Yes, it's gonna delete main and everything what's inside here, and click delete. All right, so we have source, test, Java. On the project level, we have pom.xml file. And pom.xml file, I would say it is the most important file in the project, because here we will store all the dependencies we need in our project, right? So first thing first, let's create the new tag. So internally you can see it uses XML, external markup language, where we have this specific tags. And let's create the first tag, dependencies. Yeah, as you can see, we already have this word right here. So just click Enter or Tab, and we need to add the closing tag as well. Dependencies. So this is the tag. Inside this tag, we will store all dependencies we need in our project, right? So next step, I will need to add those dependencies. How I can do that? So basically there are two ways of adding dependencies to the project. First one is to just type in the name of dependencies right here, but I prefer another way. I prefer to go to MVN repository and download them from direct website. So this is the MVN repository. You just need to type that and hit enter, and you will see the first link, mvnrepository.com. So just click that. Okay, and as you can see, you have bunch of repositories. Bunch of dependencies. You can add them. You just need to put the name of the dependency in the search bar, hit enter, select, copy and paste to your pom.xml file. All right, so first dependency we need to add is Java Selenium, because we need Selenium for the browser automation. That's something. This is the main part of our framework, I would say. This is the Selenium. Okay, so let's just type Java Selenium and hit enter here, right? So we have first dependency, Java Selenium. Just click on that, and as you can see, we have different versions. In case of Java Selenium, we can always choose the most common version, which is 4.15. Click on that, and you see it has different options for Maven, for Gradle, and like SBT, Ivy, Grape, but we work with Maven, so that's exactly how we need to copy it. So you can just do one click here, left click, and you see it says like copy to clipboard, right? Then go to your pom.xml, and right in between your dependency, just paste that. And you see, that's the way how we add new dependency to our project. After you add in the paste or change the version of dependencies, you have this button appears, right? Load Maven changes. So every time you change something here, you need to click. But let's add all the dependencies and then refresh the Maven. So okay, we added Selenium Java. Then the next dependency we can use is Java Faker. We can do that. So Java Faker is the pretty good tool. As soon as we will do testing, right? So we need to provide a lot of information, like first names, like last name, emails, phone numbers, stuff like that. And we're not gonna work with the real data, because if you're testing something, you're not gonna put the real data. Let's say you're testing the bank application and you need to provide the social security number, and it's basically, obviously, you're not gonna put the real social security number. You need to generate this information somewhere. So Java Faker is the good way to generate like fake information in proper format. So Java Faker, and click enter. So click on the first one, and again you see it has 164 usages, February 10 2020, most common version. So just click on that, left click, copy to clipboard, open your IntelliJ, and paste your dependencies here. Alright, so we added two dependencies, and the third one is Cucumber JUnit. Right, so Cucumber JUnit, we will use this version, Cucumber JUnit we need for our testing purposes, right? So we need to have the assertion. So in case of Selenium, we can automate the test scripts, right? But we need to do the assertion. We need to make sure that something equals something, right? So in case of testing, we need to add this Cucumber JUnit. So let's go ahead and open Maven repository, Maven repository, and write down Cucumber JUnit, and click enter. Okay, so we need to download one from io.cucumber right here, JUnit 4. That's the version we're gonna need to use. All right, and so in our case, in case of JUnit, we will use the version 7.3.2, not the most common one, but we will use 7.3.2 just because we will use the specific version of reporting tool which works properly with this version. So I'm gonna copy that, one click, copy to clipboard, and paste it here. All right, and the next dependency we're gonna need to add is first of all, like a couple words about the JUnit overall. So it is like a specific integration module that allows Cucumber to work seamlessly with JUnit, which is a widely used testing framework for Java. JUnit provides features for test organization, execution, and reporting. Another dependency we need to add is Cucumber Java, right? So we need to add the same version from IO Cucumber as well. So why do we need that? So Cucumber is a BDD tool that supports multiple programming languages, and Cucumber Java is specifically designed to enable Cucumber's functionality in Java projects. So it includes Java-specific binding and tools required for Cucumber to interact with Java code, right? So we need this because our programming language is Java, and to make it work together, we need this Cucumber Java. So let's come back to Maven repository and Cucumber Java, hit enter, IO Cucumber, click on that, and 7.3.2 right here. Left click on that and paste Cucumber Java 7.3.2. All right. Perfect. So what's next? We added everything here. So that's all the dependencies we need. Let's just run through them again. So first one is Selenium Java to enable Selenium. Second one is Java Faker. It is totally optional. I mean, you can add it or not. It's not gonna be that important in the project. But later, if you would like to create fake data, generate fake data, is a pretty good option. Cucumber JUnit here, 7 from IO Cucumber, and Cucumber Java to enable JUnit and to work with Java programming language here. So you can hit click to load Maven changes here, or if you don't have this button, you can always go to Maven right here in the bottom, you see, and click on this reload all Maven projects. So in my case, I have this button. I'm gonna click it once, and let's give it a couple, maybe a minute. Oh no, it's done. Okay, so today it was fast. When you're doing it the first time, it's gonna take maybe up to 1 or 2 minutes. In the bottom side, you will see a progress bar, loading bar. So make sure it is done and you don't have any buttons. So we're good. All right, so next step is we need to check, do we have the Cucumber for Java and Gherkin is installed already? If not, we need to manually install them in plugins section, right? Okay, so we need to click IntelliJ right here, and then hit Preferences. And in Preferences, we have plugins here. Just click one time on that. And you see we have Marketplace and Installed. So if we have, in Installed, we have everything was already in our project, and Marketplace, everything we can download, which is not installed. You see, if we have this green button install, it means it's somewhere else. It's in Marketplace. Let's go ahead and type hit install, and in this search bar we just need to check two things. So first thing is we need to check is a Cucumber for Java. Let's type it, Cucumber for Java. Yeah, right here we see we have a Cucumber for Java. So we have only one button, disable. It means it is on, it is active right now, and we don't need to do anything extra. If you don't have it active, you have like install button here. You can just click install and it will be installed in your IntelliJ framework. Another thing we need to check here in this section is let me see, Gherkin, right? Gherkin language is basically for BDD, for behavioral driven development. All our scenarios, the feature files will be written in Gherkin language. So we need to make sure it is installed, it is ready to use. So Gherkin, the same, you see? And Gherkin says disable, it means it is installed. So we're good and we can go ahead with the next steps. Okay, so we don't need to click anything, just like cancel and go ahead. Alright, so now let's create the configuration.properties file. So as you can see right here, we have on the project level we have only like src folder and all the structure inside, and pom.xml file with our dependencies. Let's create the configuration.properties file. This is the file where we're gonna store all our value in key and value formats, where like a username, passwords, browser types, let's say, I don't know, the different URLs. So right, but make sure it is on the level of the project. So right click on the name of the project here and create new file. It's not gonna be a Java class, it's gonna be a file, and let's name it configuration.properties file. Alright, configuration.properties, then hit enter. As you can see, we have this file right here. Just to show you guys how it works, I'm just gonna add one key and value property here. Is gonna be browser equals to, in my case, it's gonna be Firefox. But you can add Safari here. I mean, or Chrome, just in the same format. Just browser equals to Chrome. In my case, I need to have Firefox. That's a long story. All right. So, okay. This next, we need to create the folder structure in our src, right? So this file configuration properties is done. Let's go back to src and let's check which structure it has right now. So it has like test and Java, right? So in Java, we need to first of all on the test we need to create the new directory. It's gonna be resources. So let's leave it like it is. It's gonna be like test, Java, and resources. All right. Then inside resources, let's create a feature package. Right click, new directory, and features, and click enter. So features is basically the folder where we're gonna store all our files with a .feature extension. So that's the behavioral driven development. Let's create one feature, a new file. And let's create a file with the name Google search.features. So we're gonna test the Google search panel today. Google search.feature. All right, click enter. And as you can see, all the .feature files will be shown as the Cucumber files in this framework. Okay, so next one, let's just type the feature itself inside, right? Okay, so how does the regular feature file supposed to look like, right? So it's gonna be the feature, and basically here we need to type the name of the actual feature, right? So let's say Google search functionality. Alright, so Google search functionality. Then we can use the type in agile story and describe the functionality, like as a user I need to do this or that. We'll skip that part and we'll go ahead with the keywords. So in feature files we have a bunch of keywords we can use in the step definitions. So the first so it's I mean you can mix them wherever you want, but the normal practice is to use like given when then, right? Given when then, and in between you can add them. So don't forget to put the scenario first. So it's supposed to be scenario, then the description of the actual what we're gonna test, right? So let's say search page default title verification. Search page default title verification, right? And so we'll basically, what we need to do here, we need to go to like google.com and just make sure that the title will contain the word Google, right? Okay, so let's do given. You see we have given keyword right here. We just need to hit enter, and as a given keyword we need to start with the first step, right? So what's going to be the first step? Okay, user is on the Google page. Let's say user is on the Google page. Okay, as you can see, it has this like yellowish background. It means that it is undefined step reference. So we have this feature file, but we don't have the actual explanation in step definition. Okay, let's continue with the second step and the last step. We're not gonna make it like too complicated. And let's go ahead with the then. So then right here, click enter, user see Google, like the Google word is in the title of the page. Alright, so that's basically how our simple that feature file is going to be look like. Okay, what next? So let's create our folder structure in our Java. So the last folder we have is Java. Let's right click on that, new package, and the first package is going to be com. Com is going to be the like the name, like we have the website, like youtube.com, like something.net. So this reference is going to be here, right? .com. Then the next folder was going to be the name of your company. Let's just give it like a company name right here and hit enter. And inside this company name we will have the main folders, the main functions. So let's start with the first package, and the first package is gonna be like pages. In pages we will store our page object model, references to the web elements. The second folder we need is the utilities. In utilities we will store our singleton design pattern, browser utils, configuration reader file, which helps us to read this configuration and properties file, and if we need something else we'll store that as well. Okay, another package we'll need to have is step defs, step definitions. In step definitions, we will have the actual implementation of our methods. They will be connected to this feature file, and runners. In this package, basically we can store our main runner class and failed runner class. But today I'm gonna show you just the regular one. Okay. So what in the utilities? In the utilities, let's create our singleton design pattern. It's gonna be the name of the class will be driver. Hit enter here, and I already have the prepared version of the singleton design pattern here. I'm gonna create it from scratch, but basically the idea of singleton design pattern is we're gonna just check first if the entity of driver exists. We're gonna use this entity. If it doesn't exist, we will create it only once to save memory. Let's just open that. I have files, I have driver right here. So singleton design pattern. Okay, dokie. We'll just copy that, paste it here. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, we have a couple errors here. One of the error is we want to use the configuration reader, but we don't have this, so let's create it right away. New. So first of all, yeah, if you would like to copy this configuration reader, you can, this driver, you can just stop the video right here and right here and right here and just type it. Okay, so that was the singleton design pattern. Let's create another utility class, which is configuration reader. Configuration reader. Okay, hit enter. Again, for configuration reader, it's a little smaller, but I still wanna paste it here. So the configuration reader, we created the private entity, private object of the properties, and then we just have this basically getter. So the idea of this code is we need to get the information of configuration reader. We're not gonna set up anything, we're not gonna put any new information to configuration reader, we just need to read it. In this case, one private properties object, and then like open public get property method. I'm sorry, get property method, and we'll basically need to provide the keyword of which like key and value property we need to get, and it will be returned this get property with the proper keyword. All right, and the last thing we need to add here is browser utils. So it is the methods for daily activities. Just let's create browser utils and hit enter. Okay, so for browser utils, I have file again, and let's copy and paste it here. So today we're not gonna use that much of those methods. So if you would like to retype it, you can just pause the video here and here and here and here. So you see we have one method, like it cannot resolve a symbol assert. So what we can do, it gives me the option, like if I press option return, you just want to make sure like we're picking up from the right place. So it will be uploaded from org.JUnit. So click that once, and everything's supposed to be work properly. Perfect. Okay, so we added our utilities. And what next? Next, I would say let's in runners, let's create our runner class. New Java class, and it's gonna be runner. Okay, so what is the runner class? Runner will trigger the feature files. So let's say right here in the feature, we will need to have. I mean, we can trigger it from here using those run test button. Or let's say we have a bunch of features, right? So here we can add work in progress tag, and we can use this tag wherever we want. Or let's say it will be I don't know, different tag name like a smoke or regression tag. We can always put the name of the tag here and then trigger it in our runner class. So what's inside the runner class? So first of all, let's add those tags. So first one is gonna be run with, right? So we need to let them know that we're gonna use the Cucumber class. So we have, as soon as we start typing CU, you see it have this option like Cucumber class. Hit enter. Next one is next tag we need to add is the Cucumber options. Cucumber, and you see again we have this Cucumber option. Just hit enter and just open parentheses and click it, like hit enter once. So what do we need to provide? Which information do we need to provide here? So first one is features, you see, and here we need to provide the information to the path to our feature file. So our runner class is here, right? It's on the company name, runners. So we need to provide we need to set the path to the features. From the features, we need to do this right click and copy path reference. And here we need to copy it from the content root and just paste it to our features here. Then 1 comma, and then we need to add another property, which is glue. Glue, this is the way to our step definitions, which is this folder right here. So right click on step definitions, copy path reference, and from source root. We need to copy it from the source root. I need to paste it here. So from source root, because it is here, right? So runner, but the feature file, it is in completely different file in structure. So that's why we need to start from the src. All right, so we have our feature and glue. What else? Another one is dry run. Dry run. True. If you hit, if you'll try to run, yeah, I'll come again. I mean later for it. I'll discuss it a little later, just a couple of minutes. Last one is plugins. We can add different plugins through our runner. So plugin, and by the default it could be I don't know, pretty, and yes, could be pretty report, and we need to provide the path to where we're gonna store our reports. It's gonna be like a target / Cucumber reports. All right, and the last one is tags. Let's add it right here. Tags equal to something and this comma. So this tag, like, we can use add work in progress because that's exactly the name of the tag from this work in progress thing here, right? So as soon as we have this dry run true, it means it's gonna like go the dry run. It's not gonna execute the whole. It's not gonna give us an error. It will give us the actual implementation. That's in the step definition. So let's just try to run it from here. Click run runner, and in the console yes, as you can see, it gives us the implementation here, right? The actual implementation given and then. So we basically need to copy this, and next step is we will create our step definitions. So in step definitions, let's create the new Java class. So Java class will be like Google step definitions. Okay, hit enter and just paste those tags here. So as you can see, we have this given, and then we have the exception inside, and we have the comment write code that runs the phrase above into concrete actions, right? So we have this BDD explanation, and we need to write the actual code which will create a real action here, right? So first things, you can just delete everything what's inside here, so what's going to be the first thing to do, right? So we need to go to first step. User is on the Google page. So basically we need to like go to this google.com. So it's going to be like driver .get driver. We'll call our singleton then pattern, and then click .get, and here we're just going to provide our we just need to provide our google.com. Let's copy this and paste it here, google.com, right? And let's just change the dry run to false to run the actual test, to open the browser and to just start the program. And let's see how it's gonna work. Click runner again. Yeah, as you can see, it opens my Safari browser. It goes to this google.com, and it has this sign that is automatically like automatic scripts open this page, and we have this green check mark on the IntelliJ IDEA, and all our tests are passed. As you can see, everything works perfect. Here is the more information. Okay, JUnit, share your Cucumber report. All right, so next one. Let's finish the second step here. So first step was just go to google.com, and as you can see, like, it went pretty good. Second step is just we need to verify the title. So we need to make sure it is Google right here. So how can we do that? So for the second step, we need to basically first get the actual title. So we can just save it to the variable of string. So let's type string actual title, and it's gonna be like a driver dot get driver dot get title. So as soon as we're on this page, google.com, it will go and check this title and save it to this variable actual title, and string expected. title, we can just write Google here. And next we can do the assertion. Assert that assert equals. First we can just send the message. So let's say title verification is failed. And then we're just gonna compare the actual title with the expected title. So you can always check, like you see it has this message. You can always check what's gonna be go first, like actual or expected. If you can, let's say, create an assertion, assert equals, and then first thing you're gonna type is gonna be, oh, expected. My bad. Expected title, then actual title. So you see you have this message like expected. It means the first variable you will provide will be expected title, then actual, and message will be always first if you'll need to add it later. Okay, so let's just go and click run this again. All right, so looks like it 2 steps. They are green right here. You see, given user is on a Google page, then user sees the Google word is in the title of the page, so they both passed. Everything is pretty good. So another thing we can add, you see our browser is still open when we're done. We can just add one line of code where we're just gonna say like driver close driver. Driver dot close driver, and let's see how it's gonna work right now. Click again. So you see it opens the Firefox and it closes after it. So everything is passed and everything works properly. All right. So basically, this is the pretty simple example how you can create the BDD framework from the scratch. You can add different like reports, like you can always add the page object model. I'm pretty sure I will have the video about it, and maybe I will discuss more the single design pattern, like this driver idea. So also one thing I want to mention is that you can trigger your class from here. You see you have this runner. You can just click run runner. You can always click the specific scenario from here. Just click run test, but I prefer to use runner. So again, how it's working, right? So in runner, it has this text work in progress. So it connects to the feature file right here, to the step definitions right here. And it's basically it's gonna scan the feature file, then it will go to step definitions, Google step definitions right here. Just gonna scan it. It will find the name of the step, and it will execute the internal code from the inside one by one. And if it's gonna be any mistakes inside or assertion will fail, it will be red. And you will have a message that this test is failed. So this is overall explanation. It's very simple framework, but I mean more complicated one will take us like much more hours. So I'm not gonna stuck there. And if you have any questions, please write the comments below. If you like this video, please hit your thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope I'll see you in next videos. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye bye.